Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Dubk Dad. Somebody asked me why I don't like any of the new 3 decks out, and I want to briefly discuss it right now. Um, First off, Satellar Knights. Very good deck, has a lot of really cool plays, but the reliance on those initial summons, your initial normal summon, is something that bothers me. There's, having the right mix of cards. You're almost like forced to run the damn counter trap. But then if you draw the counter trap, sometimes you make the less than optimal play because you got to make sure you keep a Teller Knight on board to use it so that it's not dead. And then that can put you behind because you might need to get rid of their whatever on the field by going into Castell, or you might need to go into Dweller to stop something, or what have you. And then in doing so, you may lose out on the use of your counter trap. Some people, well, I'll just wait to make that play where I can put 3 guys on board, or I'll flip my Call of Haunted. And if we live in this magical world where if they do that, I'll just do this, and if they have that, I'll just have this. No, I'm talking about in just regular play when you're facing situations, things that come up, those kind of things. Because if that was the case, all decks would be equal. You could run a 50-card deck, and then you just say, well, I'll just always have this and this, and since I have 50 cards, I have a better chance of drawing a variety of cards instead of, stop it. The low monster count and the necessity of those normal summons, that initial normal summon to get started. You want to see Deneb. If you don't see Deneb, then you want to see Unuk with Call the Haunted, so that you always see Deneb. And it's possible you have the 3 Deneb, 2 Rhoda, 5 copies of Deneb. Then if you include Unuk and Call the Haunted, 7 copies of Deneb. Plus your upstarts and dualities, you should see it. The key point is you should. And how many of you that have been playing it have gone games without seeing Deneb in your first couple of turns, and meanwhile your opponent just seems like they just drew the freaking balls or drew the freaking nuts, and they're just rubbing their nuts all over your balls. You're like, man, this is balls and it sucks. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I don't like Satellar Knights. I don't like the dependence on the normal summon. I don't like how weak all their monsters are, with the exception of 1800 is respectable. But a nice 1900 beater, I think that would kind of make me play the deck. If they had a good 1900 beater, even if he was he couldn't be a vanilla because that would piss me off. Like a 1900 guy, like when he's summoned, he does something. He blows up a trap, blows up a speller trap, and like make it mandatory. So that way, if you summon him, you'd be forced to blow up your own shit. So that's something. Oh, and while I'm on Stellar Knights, you guys need to understand that if you have a Call the Haunted face down and your opponent typhoons it and you chain to get Deneb will not activate, because if you follow the chain links, chain link 1, MST, chain link 2, call resolves putting Deneb on the field, then MST resolves destroying call, which will automatically destroy Deneb. Deneb will not activate because on the chain he needs to have his effect activate. He needs to be where his effect activates when he's summoned, if that makes sense. You can check the Judge Education on Facebook. You can check the Dueling the Network forums, Duelist Grounds, Pojo. All those places will confirm you. So if I run across one more of you fuckers doing that to me on Dueling Network, I'm going to punch a baby. I'm serious. Burning Abyss, another really cool deck. Someone said that's right up my alley, and it is. It's a lot of really cool things, but man, drawing the wrong combinations of those little fuckers. I always seem to like open with Double Sir, and I'll open like with Double Sir and like Vanity's Emptiness and some dumb shit like that. So my best play is Special Sir, Normal Summon Sir, and just sit there. Because if I make Dante and mill 1, Sir won't activate because I've already used Sir this turn, and make capital G, this is for you. One of the effects of the Burning Abyss is that they can special summon themselves. So if you special summon a Burning Abyss and then during that same turn detach it or send it to the graveyard, it won't activate again since it's already activated its effect. He seems to forget that when he's doing his dueling network commentary videos. So yeah, that's something I hate. I draw too many of the discard traps. You know, as amazing as they are, I never have the appropriate cards to discard with. Like, there's a couple of games where I had Double Wind Blast, Vanity's Emptiness, Blackluster Soldier, and Rank Up Magic. And then for my turn, I drew Breakthrough Skill. I mean, yeah, that's bad beats, but it's just like, fuck. And then another game, I drew Warning, Wind Blast, Regeki Break, Sir, and Skarm. So I was like, okay, this is cool. And, you know, I was able to do some things, but it just like took too long to get things going. I mean, they are traps and they take too long. So, you know, if I go in second, I have all these traps in hand. And if I want to be aggressive and not fall behind, you know, I have to use my guys' effects and then set my traps and then, you know, get my search to make one of my Wind Blasts live with Skarm. And then that means I'm not getting Tour Guide to advance my game state. I have to get, you know, either Sir or the other guy's name escapes me. And, you know, that's frustrating. I don't know, it just feels like it's too slow. The traps, the fact that the discard, not drawing the appropriate discard, or not drawing the appropriate discard fodder with them, you know, sucks. And then finally, Shadal's. I hate that deck because of the amount of floodgates it loses to. Burning Abyss loses to the same floodgates that Shadal's lose to, except Burning Abyss has more natural outs to those floodgates in the main deck. Any number of Wind Blasts and Regeki Breaks, and then their ability to, you know, side into Monarchs, which is really nice. You know, Shadal's can do it too, but not nearly as efficiently. I mean, it's as simple as special tribute, special Melon Branch and tribute for Monarchs right off. You know, drop Vanity's Fiend, you know, or drop Razor, drop Mobius. So yeah, that's one of the things that Burning Abyss have over Shadal's. And also, I hate that since they're flip effects, a lot of times you want to get Beast off, you know, right away. You know, it sucks having to manually flip Falco, get back your Beast, and he's face down. And like, well, fuck, I want to play that shitty A&D changer so I can flip Beast up straight away and get my cards going. But no, you don't want to do that. You want to flip it, you know, and don't play bad cards. You know, we don't have Shadal Hound or Shadal Doggy, whatever that thing is called. That he's like, what is he? He's an A&D changer for the archetype. So maybe my mind will change. Plus, I can't settle on a build I want to run. I've looked into heroes. I'm adding a couple of Alias and a Bubble Man, and then making it more fusion based. Run triple polymerization and 2 Miracle Fusion, and that's a lot of fun. You know, having a field of Winda, Construct, and Absolute Zero with a set emptiness, it just seems so amazing. Yeah, then, you know, running all those Omni heroes, it doesn't matter what my opponent's playing, my Super Poly is always live. You know, I can just fuse their monsters. I was playing against Yang Zing, and he had the fire one, and I went into the fire Omni hero, and he summoned Baxia, or whatever it was, or he soul charged Baxia, and was about to do some shenanigans, and I flipped my other Poly, discarding my core to get back my fusion, and went into Shining, and I already had Bubble Man and Alias banished. And then on my turn, you know, it was just lots of fun. But yeah, so, you know, so I'm just looking for variations. You know, I kind of like the Thunder Dragon build. Lets you run a more chaos oriented build. But Pot of Avarice would make that deck so much better. because in a really grindy game versus Abyss or a Burning Abyss or Stellar Knights, you run out of fuel, and then you have to rely on looping your Soul Charge and Fusion to keep things going, and that can be rough, especially when there's Vanity's Emptiness or flies that hit me, the Alpha Nova counter trap and Wind Blast and Regeki breaks and more emptiness and all the other shit flying around. Just makes it really difficult. So I don't know what I'm gonna play. Can't wait for Heroes. Cannot wait. Not just because of mass change, it's because I finally get to use my first edition Malleys and D draws again. I freaking love Heroes. I freaking love the D Heroes. Ever since Stratos was banned, I was just kind of sad. I just trying to put Malicious and Destiny Draw on and stuff, and it just doesn't work. Soon, very soon, I'll be able to go summon Armageddon Knight, send the Dark Hero dude, get my Malicious, play Destiny Draw, call the Haunted in my opponent's end phase, get mass change, do shenanigans, and it's going to be really cool. Oh well. It's Dubk Dad, and I'm out.